quick. Bonjour, Montreal Family Church. Oh my God. It's our final performance. Actually, please be seated. This is more of a performance for you guys. So we prepared a few songs, and we want to make a nostalgic vibe to cherish all the memories we made throughout this year and our time. So this is one of my favorite songs, and it reminds me of God, even though it's pretty romantic. And so I hope you can reminisce about the things we achieved together. And please pay attention to the slideshow, because it goes well with the lyrics. So don't pay attention too much to us, but the slideshow actually. So I'm gonna turn off the lights a little bit, and team, come up a little bit more. Okay, so please enjoy the song. Don't forget to sway. Your morning eyes, I can stare like watching stars. I could walk you by and could tell without a thought you'll be mine, 'cause you're mine. If I took your hand tonight, 'cause you're all that I want this life. I'll imagine we fell in love on up under moonlight skies with you. I think I'll picture us, you with the waves, the ocean's colors on your face. I'll leave my heart with your hand, so let me fly with you. Will you be forever with me? So one thing I love about this song is how it reminisces about being forever in love with someone. And so when I think about mission, the memories we make in each community always stay with us. So even after we leave, we believe that Montreal will always stay within our hearts. So I hope you guys can think about that as we sing these songs. So please enjoy. My love. My love will always stay by you. I'll keep you safe, so don't you worry a thing. I'll tell you I love you more. It's stuck with you forever, so promise you won't let it go. I'll trust the universe will always bring me to you. Please feel free to sing along. I'll imagine we fell in love on that under moonlight skies with you. I think I'll picture us, you with the waves, the ocean's colors on your face. I'll leave my heart with your hand, so let me fly with you. Will you be forever with me? One more time, don't be shy. Please feel free to join us. I'll imagine we fell in love. Moonlight skies with you. The ocean's colors on your face. I'll leave my heart with your hand, so let me fly with you. Will you be forever with me? Will you be? Two more times. Will you be forever with me? Will you be? Will you be forever with me? All right, thank you.
Wow, great band. Give them another round of applause. Thank you. So now we'll have a greet and meet. So greet your neighbor, greet everyone here. We have about 3-4 minutes. So yeah, greet each other. Thank you. Thank you. Go back to your seats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we'll have another performance song from our band. I don't know if you guys have a name, but we'll call it the band. So please welcome them with a round of applause.
So the best part about today is that I'm not only the message giver, but I'm the singer. Yeah. So this is a tribute song. When I was with the first missionary team, I was learning Korean, and this song really touched my heart. It's from Lee Moon-se. I believe Mother loves him a lot, but it goes back to reminiscing on memories. So I hope you can feel, once again, what we created together during this time as you listen to the lyrics. And please enjoy the slides. And quick shout out, oh, she's not here. All right, not yet. Don't worry. She's not here. All right, please enjoy the song. It's called Garo Su. 걷장기 맡으면
이제
여게 회사 가족만 보신 슬픔만 거 버스 창가에 기대 그의 모습 어느 참 비운 날이 가을 오면 아침차 바람을 지지 이렇게도 아름다운 세상 잊지 않으리 내가 사랑하는 여위에 가는 가로수 그놈이 그냥 기도하는데 아름다운 이 세상 나는 알았지 내가 사랑하는 모습 저 별이 지는 가로수 그놈이 그냥 기도하는데 어느 참 비운 날이 가을 오면 아침참 바람에 지우지 이렇게도 세상 잊지 않으리 내가 사랑한 내길 여위야 가는 가로수 그늘이 그냥 기도하는데 아름다운 세상 나는 알았지 내가 사랑한 것을 저 별이 주는 가로수 그늘이 그냥 기도하는데 enjoy the memories through the song. And can we give a quick shout out to Moonyoung? Moonyoung is such an amazing singer. Let's be honest, if it wasn't for Moonyoung, this song would have been tough. You guys heard the voice cracks, right? Moonyoung saved the song, so thank you, Moonyoung. I'll pass it back to Nathan.
Amazing. Yes. Join me in prayer before the message. Dear Heavenly Parents, dear true parents, thank you so much for this new day, this new Sunday. I pray that you can be here and that your energy can flow through us here in the community, but also those who are attending on Zoom. I pray that we can really receive your message through Jacob today, and that you can inspire him and you can deliver messages that you want to tell us, each one of us. And I pray that after this we can have a great Sunday and that we can be recharged for the new week ahead. And thank you so much. And in attending Holy Mother Han, I pray with gratitude in my name, Natassimeng below of a blessed family. Aju. All right, so please help me welcome Jacob. That's his last message, actually. So please be loud.
Hello, Zoom people. Good morning. Thank you guys for coming. If you don't mind, I'm going to move around a little bit, so you have to switch to the camera, because I like to be free. Wow, it's the last message. And I have a story for you guys. So actually, the message for today is called Architects of Hope. And you'll find out why. So, a year ago, I was in Las Vegas, and it was 11 p.m. We just finished a leaders summit. Uncle Franco was there, and we were hearing the new strategy that America made to save our movement. But as young people, we're not so into the strategies, so I went to my room, just preparing myself to see where I'm gonna get sent. So I was talking to my brother, right? Before you get your mission, you're a little excited, you're a little scared, like, where am I gonna go? Like, which community, right? But my brother somehow got some insights from the leaders, because he was very close, so he kind of knew where he was going. His name is Tiger. You guys know Tiger? Yeah, Auntie Chantal knows. So he knew where he was going. He got sent to the Bay Area, but I didn't know. So I was pretty anxious. I'm trying to figure out, where's God gonna send me for my next mission? Is it going to be somewhere in the south of America, west, east? And so I was a little scared, and I couldn't sleep that night. So the next day, the big announcement comes. They gather all of us, advanced participants, in the front of the leader assembly, and then they announce our states each. And I honestly thought I was going to go to New Jersey. I don't know why. New Jersey is a very big community. But they announced the states: California, Atlanta, California, and I'm the final one, Montreal. And then everyone looks at me with their jaws like opened, as if I'm sentenced to death. And I was terrified. Like, what the hell is a Montreal? I don't even know what that is or where it's from. Yes, I'm an uneducated American. It's true. And so I was terrified. I'm going to a new country. I don't know anything about Canada other than it just being on top of us, right? And so I'm just preparing my heart. Okay, God, so you're sending me to Montreal, right? And I remember the first day, right? Uncle Franco picked me up from the airport. And, you're always surveying the land. Like, is it safe? Like, what is it like? Oh, actually, before that, I received 2 negative comments from people about Montreal. I don't know why. It's always the older second gen. I don't know why, bro. They're like, Jacob, be careful, man. I heard it's a tough community. It's like, a tough community? Okay. And another older second gen, be careful, Jacob. This doesn't help at all. I'm already scared, and you're scaring me. Like, what's in Montreal, I'm trying to have an open heart. So then Uncle Franco picks me up, and then we're driving through Montreal. I'm trying to survey the area. I'm like, okay, it looks normal. It doesn't look too different from America. And then God shows me one sign that brings me peace. Can you guess what that sign is? McDonald's. I was like, oh, it's just like America. We're okay, bro. Compared to these other countries, I'll be fine. So, with that, I came to find that Montreal has many architects of hope. All the negative comments were false. I'm a guy who doesn't like when people tell me what I can or can't do without experiencing it myself. So I like to be open-minded, and I came to find that Montreal is an amazing community. You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh. And so I want to speak on this message specifically, and I'll go deeper. So if you guys know, the word architect comes from the ancient Greek word, I'm about to butcher this, architekton, which translates directly to master builder or chief builder. Interesting, right? And so throughout my time here, creator just kept on coming to mind, because I'm helping to pioneer the youth community, and I had to create from scratch. And I love creating. That's the best part. I get to bring my ideas to life and let God work through them. But the best part is I got to do it with everyone. And so this is where I came to find the principle of being a co-creator. And so I have a question. Are you a co-creator? I want you to turn to your neighbor and ask them, are you a co-creator right now? Turn to your neighbor, ask them, are you a co-creator? Zoom people, ask your dog, ask your cat, are they co-creators? Are you? Okay. By a show of hands, who says they're not a co-creator? Anyone? Okay, who says they are? Only a few hands? Okay, we got 2 hands, okay. So I hope you know that yes, you are a co-creator because you were created by the one and only God, who is the ultimate creator. So just by our very existence, we're participating in God's co-creation. And so I love this quote from True Mother. I believe it represents the theme of this community. The purpose for which God gave each person responsibility is so that they can take part in the great task of creation. So actually, responsibility became a very beautiful word during my time here, because we're building something that's never been built before in a long time. And it's for the community, and it's for others. And so here's another interesting part. Being a creator requires responsibility over the end result. So I knew, like, when I was creating, the end goal was like, how can I make church more attractive for my fellow brothers and sisters? How can I make it more, how do I say, useful. Like I know people don't want to come to church to hear something that doesn't suit them, right? You guys want something valuable that hopefully God can inspire you to do. So I was always like brainstorming with every event that I organized. Like how can I make it attractive to people? And what I love about this is I got to practice business because I felt I was marketing church. How do I market God in a fun way? And so with each event and talk, I was tested on if God was working. Has anyone ever created a project that didn't turn out the way they wanted to? Anyone? Like many? Okay. Has anyone ever experienced the principle of being a perfectionist? Anyone? I heard some oh yeahs. Okay. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. So, this made my job harder. I didn't get any pressure from anyone, from Uncle Franco or leaders. It was pressure on myself because I wanted to provide the best. Even short story, if you guys know, I'm not the best cook. So during my time with the missionaries, I had to learn how to follow the rules first before creating. Because, as a cook, you can't just pour all the ingredients you want into a dish without following the recipe. Because I tried it. There was one dinner with the Korean missionaries where I cooked some special spaghetti. I don't even know what kind of spaghetti I was making. And I put too much vinegar. Don't ask how. Don't ask how, okay? And can you imagine you're having a busy day, you're tired, and all you want is some good food. Then some guy comes in and cooks some vinegar spaghetti. I remember the look on the missionaries' faces after they tasted the food. You guys know Taishi? Yeah. Taishi's very honest. He took one bite, he put his fork down, and he walked out the censor. He went straight to McDonald's. I was in tears. I couldn't help but laugh. But that was just a small experience in learning what it means to be a creator. You got to follow the rules first before you get crazy, So over time, Fernando and Munya coached me, and I got better at cooking. And I can tell you guys my spaghetti is normal. I don't know if it's good, but it's normal. It looks red. There's no vinegar. Don't worry. So going back to this aspect, I was tested, especially during winter workshop. This was the biggest project I ever took in my life because I was in charge of the whole theme. I was organizing 12 missionaries from logistics all the way to education. And I was stressed because I wanted to create the best for the community, something they've never experienced before. I wanted to bring in an American kind of vibe from my experience. So I remember spending so many late nights just planning, strategizing, testing out the activities, and then wondering if it would work. But then I finally had to let it go and give it to God. But the best part is I had a team of missionaries. Like every single person was able to input their ideas from Chan, from Aye, from Toronto, Okoyaki. I might have forgot some of their names, forgive me. But it was a time where I was tested on what does it mean to be a co-creator. And at the end, I was happy to see so many youth experiencing God through the many activities we were able to create. I got a lot of good feedback. I hope you guys were being honest, by the way, about the feedback. But I feel that was the greatest experience of me creating something far beyond my comfort zone for the sake of others. And so I saw this principle of being a co-creator. When I partner with God, like anything is possible. And so the stress was all worth it, to see the smile on people's faces. Yeah. And I poured this kind of principle into all the talks I did. Every week you got to come up with a new talk, a new idea. It is not easy to find something that's engaging, right? And some days I'm like, did I say the right thing? Like, did anyone gain anything? And I go back to the drawing board and adjust and practice and practice and practice. That's just my mentality. Just work hard and perfect it. And so, another thing I came to find is this community was impossible to grow without the help of other co-creators, because I could not do it by myself. None of us could. And so I realized the co-creator starts with saying, I want to help. That's when co-creation starts, right? When I want to input my ideas, when I want to take responsibility for a problem, for a solution to come about. And this is where the idea of the architects of hope comes into play. Because I found an amazing team here in Montreal. Did you guys know that Montreal was the #1 team because of the Architects of Hope we have in this community? Did you guys know that? I'm not a guy who's really into competition because, our church does a lot of competitions, fundraising, and all that because it's easy to get egotistical, so I don't like competing with people. I just focus on God. I'm just here to serve people. But they do competitions to help promote the spirit of doing your best for the community. And so I was in a meeting with Uncle Franco, and out of the blue, we won. We somehow became #1 in the community. Isn't that amazing? Can you give a round of applause to yourselves? #1. Like, out of all the regions. Like, we grew in our tithing, we grew in our attendance, we grew in the blessing department, I believe, slowly, maybe. But we came in #1 with other teams. I felt this was a big victory for Canada. And I was like, how did this happen? And it goes back to each individual within this building and on Zoom that has contributed to building it. And so I want to give some shout outs because I had to find a team. The very first thing I did when I came here is I looked for people who are willing to build with me. And these were my first 3 responders: Dada, Nathan, and Charles. So can you guys please come up here? Nathan and Charles, please come up. So I'm gonna brag a little bit. I'm gonna start with my boy Charles. So I don't know if you guys know Charles much, but he seems pretty quiet, but this guy is so serving. He's the reason why we could take care of a lot of people within the youth center, from Reika to Mizuka to Kenji. He was the guy that was always giving people rides, and he was always willing to take pictures for us. And even when we needed to go shopping as missionaries, he was willing to give us a ride too. I remember I was talking to him and I was asking him, like, would you be willing to be a part of my team? And he said yes. And though he's a very busy guy, he's always willing to offer something to people. Like, even when we're planning activities, he would just come in with snacks or buy something for us. And even like the other missionaries like Yanji and Reina, like, they were helped a lot by Charles. And so, like, I have many more things to say about Charles, but he's an amazing brother and I couldn't have accomplished much without him. So can we please give him a round of applause? And then we have Nathan. This boy Nathan is crazy, man. When I first met him, he's like, let's go witnessing on the streets and share about True Mother. I'm like, whoa, I just met you and he's already trying to witness. And then we went out together, our first experience with Christians in a group that he's been witnessing to for a while, and he was just trying to inherit from the Christians. And I would visit pastors with him. Like, this guy is talking to pastors on his own time. He will never tell you because he's a humble dude, but this guy is witnessing. And so it inspired me because I'm not the best at witnessing, and I always wanted to witness to Christians. When I look at his conviction, he really knows who he is as a child of God and as a son of true parents, because he even talks to the Mormons boldly about his faith. But on top of that, Nathan was always willing to MC. He even gave a talk during youth night, and he always stepped up when we needed him to. So I have many more things to say, but like, Nathan was an amazing brother in whom I could learn from, actually, like, through his faith. So I hope to, like, surpass his faith one day, because he has more experience than me. He's older. I gotta respect the older brother, but he really helped me grow in my conviction. So I have many more things to say, but he's just an amazing older brother, and please give him a round of applause. So, Wanu, do you want to come receive on behalf of Dada? Okay. So let's pretend Wando's Dada, okay? Okay. So what I love about Dada is that despite her being so busy, she was always willing to help us plan activities, especially the big ones. When I came here, I didn't know how to do cultural events, but Dada took care of that. She planned the Halloween party and the Christmas party, and she was so busy. Can you imagine? Like, she's studying and she's planning these big events for the community. And so I was so moved by her heart to want to create, and all of us had a good time. But on top of that, even when she was traveling, Dada would always help me with slides. She made all of our PowerPoints so that it made my job easier, because if you guys know, I'm not so creative. By the way, these slides were all made by Ayong. She's an amazing creator. But yeah, I want to give her a shout out. But if you guys saw my slides, it's very low quality. But Dada was so creative in the way she brought my message to life through pictures, because slides are so essential. in helping to articulate a message. So Dada was always willing to do so. And on top of that, she helped us plan fun events because she wanted the second gen to have more fun. So it was her idea that we went to Park Safari, actually. So I can't thank Dada enough despite her busyness. And I wish she was here because I want to say goodbye. But her representative is here. So can we give a round of applause to Dada? And then so we prepared something for you guys, something small. So if you guys could, we want to give some appreciation, just some cards. Yeah, we want to thank you guys sincerely for helping us create a victorious community. Next. So thank you. You may be seated. All right, next. So you guys know when the first three come, more people want to join the group. So the team didn't stop growing. More architects showed up. So for where's my, oh, there it is. All right, so for the next people, we had Anna, Josh, and August. Can you guys please come up here? Please come up here. They are the next responders. Come here, Josh. Come here, Anna. So, if you guys know, music is love, and music brings the church to life. And so we were rebuilding the band, and these guys were the first to want to participate within the band with Fernando. Fernando was actually the head leader of the whole band, so he was helping to organize this. And so, but more than the band, they contributed so much to the environment within our community. Josh is so good with having fun. So when we'd bring guests into our house, the first thing we do is we play punk. Does anyone know what punk is? I don't know either, but it's a card game. So they're good at the card game, so I don't touch it. I always get destroyed. So guests would just join in and play punk with Josh and anyone who was there. And it created such a natural environment to get to know someone. Like, we don't gotta talk about divine principle. We don't gotta even talk about the picture of true parents on the wall. Let's just play cards. And so Josh was such a natural, and he would teach many people how to play. It got to the point where even our missionaries, they got addicted, and I had to almost ban punk because they were playing every day in the youth center when it's time to plan. So Josh's energy is so, how do I say it? It affects you in a very positive way, and he's very funny. And what I love the most, he's very good at piano. And so this brother stepped up, and he did so much in creating a comfortable environment. So I just want to appreciate him. Can we give him a round of applause to Josh? And then we got Anna, the baby sister. What could I say, man? Too much to say. Anna didn't just sing, but like she went above and beyond in helping us to take care of small details. Like she would always be willing to cook. She's a sister who likes to serve behind the scenes all the time with no credit. So she would cook our meals every Thursday with Fernando. And then on top of that, she would help us organize events. Like when I was gone, she helped with the Valentine's event, if you guys remember. So Anna would do so many small things behind the scenes to help bring our events to life with Fernando. And she always has a heart to give, even though she's so busy. Like she goes to school, and then she comes back home, she has homework, she's tired, and she was always willing to help. And so I sincerely appreciate Anna. And of course, I have so much more to say, but she helped impact our community just as much. So can we please give a round of applause to these two? Oh, I almost forgot. We need August. So you represent August for today, okay? So August, if you guys know, he's super busy. He's very into his studies, which I respect. He's very hardworking. But whenever he got the chance, he would volunteer to play the drums. And you know, the drums bring the band to life, man. Without the drums, man, it's hard to feel the spirit. So he would come late at night and practice. I remember even when it was very cold, these guys would come to the church and walk. They would walk to come practice for the next Sunday. Like, how amazing is that? That's how dedicated they were to the band. And so I just wanted to appreciate August, because I know he wanted to be here, but he's just that busy. But August really helped impact this band. So thank you, August. And so we give a round of applause to these guys. Yeah. And then we have cards for you guys. We do. Get some appreciation. Thank you, Anna and August. Thank you, Josh. Yeah. So it didn't stop there. More people got inspired, and then our team grew to the next level. So the next responders we had were Tammy and Wanu. Come up here right now. Most stylish couple out here, bro. I love it. Dressing for God. So, it's not easy to find young people who want to impact the community through their example. But what I love is that they modeled what it means to be like a blessed couple. And they didn't just come to church, but they tried to always bring a smile to people's faces. And I can tell you, I observed them closely when I was in the youth center, because I'm always observing people, making sure the center is comfortable. I'll start with Wanu. Oh, let me start with Tammy. I shall start with Wanu. Best for last. And so Wanu would always talk to anyone, whether you're a guest or a second gen, he talks to you freely as if you're his brother or sister. And so that made people so comfortable, with his hospitality. He would ask, how are you? Or what have you been up to lately? And on top of that, he's very funny. So everyone would have a good time around him. Like, when you don't have that funny guy in the room, sometimes it can just feel awkward and silent. But when he came, he was the life of the party. And on top of that, he was always willing to give us rides when we needed them, even though he was busy himself. He would give testimonies on his experiences in Chad. But most importantly, I respect his faith, actually. Like, every day he does Handike. And he talked about how he grew this habit in Chad. Like, he really has a deep understanding of the principle, and he strives to embody it. Even in his pursuit for business, he strives to become someone successful for God, which I love. And so even his sermon during Handike, I really felt divided, because I felt my Handike life was lacking. So after that sermon, I've been sharp on my Handike. I could inherit from him as an older brother. So this guy has been an amazing example alongside his wife. So I want to first, can we give a round of applause to Wanu? So amazing. And then next, Tammy. So I don't know if you guys know anything about Tammy, but she's a sister who likes to serve behind the scenes, which is why you probably never see her. And one thing I appreciate about her is how she helped take care of some of our second gen in the youth center. There was this one sister, Mizuka. She was very close to Tammy. And every time we would go to, we'll have our Thursday youth nights, she would ask me, is Tammy here? Is Tammy here? That's how much she loved Tammy. And Tammy would take time out of her own schedule to visit Mizuka to make sure she's having a comfortable experience here in Montreal. And on top of that, Tammy would get gifts to people. She would do the dishes. She would clean, serve people's plates, just the small things that you have to be observant to notice. So she really serves behind the scene with the heart to make sure everyone is cared for. And so I wanted to deeply appreciate her, because for me, that's the ultimate symbol of humility when I think of Tammy. And she doesn't ask for any credit, too. You'll never know unless someone sees it and acknowledges it. And she doesn't do it for acknowledgement. So I really appreciate this couple, because they model what it means to contribute together in a natural way. So thank you, Wano and Tammy. And then, of course, we got cards for you. No, we got cards for you. Where you going? Yeah, thank you, guys. All right. We got more, guys. There's too many people that stepped up. Too many architects. So the next responders were Minji and Francois. Please come up here right now. So these guys are amazing, and they took on one of the hardest challenges, which is helping to inspire people about the blessing. Come on. Amazing. It's not easy to market the blessing, because for many of us who grew up in the church, we heard it 1,000 times. So it feels like we're, just irritating. But, they took on the challenge to be those older brothers and sisters who can show an example of what the beauty is behind the blessing for our younger generation, so that they could have a potentially happy marriage in our movement. And so what I appreciate about them is that they were the first to host us, actually, at their house. And this is where we started our blessing team. And we brainstormed ideas on how we can market the blessing in a very beautiful and natural way. What I love about Francois is that he's very hardworking. I don't know if you know, but he studied Portuguese. He was fluent just so that he could love Minji more. Can you imagine like studying a whole language to love your spouse? I'm trying to do that. Like you set the example for me, Francois. But on top of that, he was always willing to participate despite his busy schedule in helping Minji to organize these events. So I just want to appreciate Francois. Can we give him a round of applause for that? And then for Minji too, if you guys go to her house, she cooks such good food. Such good food. I'm telling you guys. She won't tell you. She's trying to act humble, all right? What I appreciate about Minji is that she was always willing to convey ideas on how we can make the blessing more natural. Because once again, we've heard the blessing 1,000 times, but we don't want to be pushed. We want to just encourage youth to see if this is something they believe in and if they can find a beautiful future in it. So Minji was always throwing ideas. She was always willing to have us at her house. And on top of that, she even helped with the Brazilian night. I remember Fernando asked her. And so I just appreciate having an older sister who's choosing to take responsibility for this department because it's one of the hardest departments, honestly speaking. I didn't know what to do. I'm not blessed yet, so how am I going to get people blessed, right? So they helped me in building this foundation here. So could we give them a round of applause as a couple? And so we got cards for you guys too. We get the cards. Thank you guys. I'm getting tired, y'all. Just kidding. All right, the next team that stepped up, we got Frankie and Motaka. Come up here right now with the kids. All the kids are not here. Okay, you come by yourself. Actually, they were here even before I did anything. Oh my goodness. This guy was a miracle, like in our ministry. First of all, I'm so grateful how he's so willing to share his property for our youth. This guy has 4 kids, a wife, and a business he's managing, yet he allows youth to live with him in the craziness of his life. And because of that, the youth center has been so lively. Like, I don't know if I would do the same. Like, I want my privacy, but for him, everyone is welcomed. And every time we would visit, we never got any complaints from him. We always felt like family. And so what I appreciate about him is that he created a model, actually, I never really seen before, in which youth can live together, grow together, and also come to church easier because the center is so close as well. But on top of that, when I look at the culture in the center, everyone was always hanging out with each other. Like Josh, Anna, Kenji, all of them are pretty close from what I understand. I hope so. Yeah. But on top of that, the biggest miracle, he even lended us his car. Like, that changed our ability to contribute to the ministry more than ever. And so the car allowed us to meet second gen, take second gen home, visit members' houses. Like, I was wondering, how was I going to meet the many youth in this community? But he gave his car randomly. But on top of that, he always is giving ideas on how we can make the community better for the youth, even despite him being so busy. Like, he just wants to give and give and give. And on top of that, he's a man of action. Like, when he has an idea, he wants to get started on it immediately. For example, recently, he suggested we went fishing, and we all wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, and we went fishing very close to the church. And this is just one out of the many ideas he initiated. But this man is real in what he wants to contribute to the community, even despite him being so busy. So I can't appreciate him enough, on top of his wife. So thank you, Frankie. Thank you. And we have the cards. Wait, where are you going? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Next one we got is Uncle Franco and Shizuru-san. Please come up here. Yes, we couldn't forget. Man, you know the cool thing about working in the church is that you meet people who are very close to true parents. Like, they've attended true parents. And so for me, they're like the closest thing to true parents for me because they have many experiences. And when you're very close to someone, you inherit a bit of their nature. So I can see aspects of true parents when I would meet with Uncle Franco and Shizuru-san. And you know, when I'm always meeting people, I'm always seeking what I can learn from them. And so the biggest thing I appreciate about Uncle Franco is that he allowed my creativity to thrive. I don't know if you guys know, but in the States, it's so hard for a second generation to have a voice in what we want to do in the community. There's always some first gen who's blocking our way, man. Like, come on, let me just try something new, right? I'm not gonna throw away the principle. I'm just trying to engage youth more. But Uncle Franco gave me full reign over my ideas. And sometimes he had to reel me in because I get a little too crazy when I'm inspired. But he allowed me to experience what it means to be a co-creator. And on top of that, I really respect how consistent he is. He's a businessman. I don't know if you guys knew, but I was always taking notes on how he handled the ministry, and he's very consistent. Like, this guy has 3 roles, yet like HJI, UPF, and then pastor, and then I lost the roles because you have too many. But on top of that, he was always consistent in meeting us at least once a week, even with the situation going on in Korea. He'd always apologize to me, like, Jacob, I'm so sorry I couldn't be with you. But I'm like, it's okay, I understand you're very busy. But he was always striving to make time for us missionaries despite his busy schedule. But I really respect his consistent efforts and Chunchimwon and the way he ran the church and how he has strategy. Because I'm trying to go into business after this, and so I can inherit a few things I wanted from him. And I can see aspects of True Father because he never gives up, even despite the difficulty he goes through, on so many different levels. I don't know if he shows his emotion, but to me, he looked very stressed during the time of Japan. But he always stayed calm around us and the missionaries. So I know he has a lot of weight and responsibility on his shoulders, yet he always smiled and always tried to give energy to us. And he took us out for food. I finally had real, authentic Italian food for the first time in my life. And it was so good. So I just want to say thank you to Uncle Franco for what he's given to us. Thank you. And then, if you guys know, an amazing man is not great without his wife, Shizuru-san. Actually, Shizuru-san reminds me a lot of True Mother. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because what's amazing about Shizuru-san, she pays attention to small details. I would observe her during meetings, and she always bring up things that seem very insignificant compared to the big things we talk about in meetings, like someone's birthday, or who's cooking, or if someone is cared for. She'd always make sure even the meeting is well addressed to make sure everyone's emotions are okay. Because, our meetings can get a little crazy sometimes with the amount of personalities we have. But Shizuru-san was like the mediator and the peacemaker. And every time she would ask me, am I okay after some kind of event, always checking on me, like with a mother's heart. Yeah. And so Shizuru-san would always even remind Uncle Franco to get gifts for people. Like, she was the gift reminder for Uncle Franco because he's so busy. So like someone who pays attention to detail has so much love in their heart, Because you have to be present with people to catch the details. So I really learned from her how to be even more present with my team or people in general, because she's so quiet, but she serves from behind the scenes. And this is True Mother's heart, really. So I can see this couple really inherited from true parents. And I took notes on how I can apply that to my character. So thank you, Shizuru-san and Uncle Franco. And then we have a card for you. Thank you. Perfect. Man. Guys, man, I'm sweating. It's a whole workout. All right, last one. And of course, none of this. A huge thank you to my NGM team. Bring them, come right here, bruh. Come here, bruh. I'm sorry, Yuta. I'm sorry, Yuta. Yeah. Guys, it's not easy to take 1 year off of your life to serve God while figuring out whether you really want this or not. But these guys came here with the heart to want to serve. And I was very moved because, I had to lead them in fundraising because they had no other leaders, so there's no choice. But the reason why, actually, they gave me a decision to lead or not to lead. They asked me, Jacob, do you want to go and lead them? And I decided yes, because I felt these guys are very capable people, and because of that, I want to be able to support them in their growth and in their journey so that they can have a comfortable experience here. Because you can imagine if they're just thrown into the community, it's very difficult for them to adjust. So I wanted to get to know them personally so that they could adjust very well here. And then one thing I came to learn about them is that all of these guys are such sincere hard workers. Like every single day they have to go out fundraising, basically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Some days we go up till 12. But they stayed consistent every single day. And you know, some days you make no money and some days it's very difficult. But each day they supported each other. I never seen a team like this before, because what's amazing is that they led each other. Like I promise you, I felt like I didn't do anything. I was just driving the car, giving small talks and just encouraging them, but they created the spirit of the team. And when you have a team that loves each other, the chemistry naturally flows. And that chemistry is what they brought here. And just to let you know, they hit their goal too while fundraising, which is why they could come here. And so when I got told by headquarters they're sending me a team, they told me these guys are the best of the best, because they don't just send anyone to Canada, right? Some people have a little too much fun, so I had to brag about them for a little bit. Okay, so for each person, I'm gonna give small details because I have so much more to say, but Paulina is the bubbly spirit of the team. Whether it's 5 a.m. or 9 p.m., she always has energy and she'll give you energy. And what I appreciate about her is that she's always willing to take initiative. She would actually make me sharp when I would forget ideas, because you know my mind is all over the place, and she's like, Jacob, you forgot this. Or she would challenge me on ideas, like, Jacob, I don't think the youth would like this. And I'm like, okay, this is good feedback. But she's willing to initiate, to create ideas for the sake of the community. And she's always willing to serve as well. So Paulina has been such a vital element to our team's chemistry and building events for our community. So could we please give her a round of applause? And next we got Ayong. What's amazing about Ayong is that she is an empath. Do you guys know what an empath is? Hey, why are you laughing? She's very empathetic, actually. She jokes around with the brothers a lot, but when she's with sisters, she's always, I can see her older sister mentality come into play, in the way she listens, in the way she cares, and the way she makes people comfortable. And on top of that, she's very creative. If you guys know, she made these slides, and on top of that, she made our Peace Cafe design. And when she creates, she invests all of her energy and detail into every single aspect of the art. But the thing I love most about Ayong is that she's just very serving. Like in general, she'll serve without saying anything, and she'll help out if she sees someone needs help. And you know, that takes a lot of integrity within your character, because you know, you don't have to serve. But it's the small things, I believe, that makes a person great. And she's always serving people. And so could we please give a round of applause to Ayong? There's many more things I have to say. Oh, one more thing. She is a comedian, bro. This girl funny, bro. She acts shy, but trust me, behind the scenes, she is very funny. I promise you. She's the comedian, bro. All right, next, Utah. If I were to put one word for him, he is consistent. That is the word for him. Every single day, he gets up sometimes even earlier than me, and I see him stretching, you know? Early in the morning, I'm like, dang, like I need to do better in my routine, because he's waking up early, and sometimes I'm struggling to get out of bed, yet he starts his day strong with his discipline. And every day he's working out, like look at him, he's pretty built, right? It's hard to stay built on mission for those who know, right? Right, Uncle Bob? Like, you know, it's hard. I was getting there too, almost. But this guy, Utah, you know, sometimes the team gets a little too crazy, but he's there to center the team. You know, we got to lock in, and then the team locks in. It's time to get serious. We're planning activities, and let's focus on the community. And so even behind the scenes, he's always serving. Like every single night, I'll catch him drying the dish rack, like 12 a.m. I'm like, what are you doing awake? Like drying the dish rack, like it's okay. But he's always striving to keep things clean for the sake of the team, and he's always willing to help out and rise to the challenge as well. Like, I don't know if you know, but he says he's pretty shy, but when he comes up here, does he seem pretty shy? I know, right? But actually, it takes a lot out of him to do that. And so he rises to the challenge. And so, could you please congratulate him? Oh, like hero. Hero. From DMV. What's amazing about Hero is that he's authentic. Have you guys seen how he dresses? It's not like anyone, why you say that? It's not like anyone else. And that's, I believe, makes a creator. If you're not afraid to be yourself, you can give ideas that are outside of the box. And so when we'd plan activities, it was actually his ideas that we would use for fun events, believe it or not. So I'm telling you, he loves the youth. And he mentioned how he wants to help inspire other young people in their journey to discover God. Because he mentions how it's not easy for him. And if you guys hear his fundraising stories, he was persecuted by Christians. He didn't know how to say anything. But every single day he would study the Bible and the principle to deepen his understanding so that when that happens again, he'll be ready. You ready yet? But just in general, Hero is always willing to help out with ideas. And for some reason, he is the biggest comedian on our team, actually. Him and I are almost tied, I would say. But almost tied. But I really appreciate Hero for his consistent efforts to be himself and to bring ideas to the table to help our community. So this is an elite team, and I was so lucky to work with them because they're so responsible, all of them. Like some days I'm so busy, I don't have time to really tell them what to do. I just give them the responsibility and I take care of other things in the ministry. And then I'll check on them. It's perfect, the plan is perfect. So can we please give a round of applause because they were like an amazing gift to the team. And then Anna, do we So I had cards made for you guys, but they went missing. Someone during Brazil night took them and they never returned them. We'll find it. Don't worry, we'll find it. But thank you guys. And then guys, we have one more. Just kidding. Oh, we do. Wait, we do. My bad. I thought. All right, Fernando Munyang, please come up here right now. Guys, these guys are the OGs. Like, they were here before me. And I was so blessed to work alongside both of them. I want to start with Munyang. When I think of Munyang, she was my cooking teacher, my Korean teacher, and most importantly, my witnessing teacher. What I love about the way Munyang witnesses is she's very direct. You know, Japanese and Koreans, they get straight to the point. And this is very weird for me as an American, because, you know, being direct can catch people off, especially when you're witnessing. Oh, do you believe in true parents? Oh, do you believe in God? What's the purpose of your life? But Munyang is very clear in who she is, and so she maintains that style. I remember I went out witnessing with her, and I was shocked. Like, are you okay? Like, I don't think this is the right way to witness. But she has brought so many guests in and out of our ministry. I don't know if you guys remember, many Africans were coming in. During Korean class, she's always the one teaching them Korean, and I was shocked. Like, this is the spirit of witnessing she has within her. And it's not easy, but she still goes out with that heart to find someone in whom she can invest into. And on top of that, she's a hard worker. You know, she's been going out fundraising these days, and I was so amazed. Like, they go out in the morning, and she comes back at the night, and she's tired from fundraising, but she goes out again the next day. And she can easily stay at home, but she chooses to raise money for the ministry here and the activities. And on top of that, Munyang was my comedian. Just her personality makes me laugh randomly. Like sometimes we would cook bad meals together, and it'd be the funniest memory because the team would not like the food, right? So it's memories we cherish. But I appreciate Munyang for being patient because I'm a very last-minute guy. Those who work with me, it's just a habit to do things at the last minute. But she was always willing to support me despite my shortcomings in time management. Like whether it's with setting up the Zoom or a last-minute change on a slide or some activity that I needed done just at that minute. She was willing to do it and she got it done. And she's been here longer than me, caring for the youth ministry, even though her mission is witnessing. So I have many more things to say, but can we please give a round of applause to Munyang? And then Fernando. The first time I met him, I was so confused, you know? He's like, I'm Brazilian. I'm like, what? And if you guys know Fernando, he's a very sarcastic guy. So sometimes, you know, not with you, Uncle Franco, but with us, just no. But I remember, right? I'm getting settled in, and I'm ready to hear the debrief on the mission. Super serious. And he tells me some joke that I don't get, and then he later tells me it was a joke. I'm like what? And then that's where I built my trust issues with him. I was like, okay, I can't trust this guy. But what I love about, what's so interesting about God is that he always balances me out. Because if you guys don't know, I'm a very serious guy, actually, behind the scenes. Like, I'm very goal-oriented. So when I'm working for the community, I'm very focused. I'm not trying to joke or talk with anyone, because for me, when I'm serious, it's my way of loving, because I want to create the best for the community. So with these serious personalities, you can sometimes overthink work, or you can get too caught up in details that are not so significant. So we have Fernando, who would always balance me out with his jokes or invite me to come play soccer or to run with the second gen or to come play video games. And on top of that, he had ideas on how we can make the ministry more fun, because I'm more of the educational guy. Like, I like to give talks, talk about divine principle, but then he'll give me feedback on how we can make it more adjustable for the youth, because he knows what the youth want and need more than me because of his experience. And on top of that, I learned so much about principle from him. He was raised in Brazil, where the culture of divine principle is so deep. And so when we would have meetings on what we want to do for our education, he would give tips on what he experienced. I could inherit from him, because I thought I knew principle until I met him. But the best thing I appreciate about him is his willingness to also be patient with me, because I'm also very last minute, like cooking or telling him we have a change in our activity, or even during a winter workshop, we had many changes, but he was willing to step up. Even with the band, I would have special requests, and he took full responsibility of it. I didn't have to touch the band at all. It was all Fernando who built it all up. So I just appreciate how I could always count on these two. And on top of that, I thank all the other missionaries, because we stand on their foundation, from Reina, Myungun, the very first guys who came here. I felt this was not my victory, but it's because of them we could have this victory together. And these guys were a part of that pioneering era before I even came. So can we give a round of applause to them and all the missionaries? That's it. All right, that's it, yeah. All right, guys, I promise that was the last one, I think. Yeah, okay. So now I want to conclude with this quote. We should come together not for our private purpose, but for the sake of the whole. Wasn't it amazing what happened last night? We had so many different people from the community helping out with this event. I think Auntie Jocelyn, she cooked the food. And then Nathan's guest, she taught Samba class. And then Fernando organized the whole event, and we were all dancing together, so guests and members felt united. Like, it felt very natural. So when I looked at this community, I couldn't help but feel like we are architects of hope, because we built this all together. It wasn't one person, it wasn't one missionary, it was all of us. And even the ones who are serving behind the scenes, like, I'm sure some of you guys have done so much. Like, whether it's like talking to someone during our lunch gatherings here at church, or some of you guys visit people at their homes. Out here, some aunties would do so. But everyone contributed to this vision. And so I hope you guys can know that Montreal is a powerful community because of you guys. It was all you guys that built this. And it was a pleasure to be able to participate in it. And so I'll be hoping to see Montreal #1 again, hopefully, Uncle Franco, in the next competition. But I just want to say thank you guys for having me. And for anyone curious on my next steps, I plan on going to Korea. I want to study Korean and be fluent. Then I want to pursue my passion in business. I really want to impact the fashion industry. If you guys know, I love fashion. And so I want to articulate Hyojung culture through fashion, because I believe the arts can help change the world. And if you guys know, the fashion industry is very secular. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was a part of a modeling gig. And the reason why I quit modeling is because it was very secular. Like, I knew I was going to lose myself, how over-sexualized the modeling industry is. So I stopped that. I wanted to keep my faith in who I am, and so I want to build my own thing that can help revitalize the culture of fashion. Because Mother says we need to impact every aspect of the world. And so I'm really grateful I can inherit from Uncle Franco, because he's a businessman, and I got some books from him. But yeah, maybe some of you guys will wear my clothes one day. Hopefully. So, yeah, thank you guys for having me. That's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will all wear your clothes with you. Cannot wait. We are building a new culture. Eventually, we'll have our nation, so we have to dress as people of heaven. So we are waiting. I pre-order. If we pre-order now, is the best price, right? Yeah. Hi. Yeah. We will support you. Yeah. Thank you. So now we will have announcements. Yes, one moment. Oh, sorry, not announcement yet. We have a performance song.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So please welcome the band.
Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so this is a popular goodbye song we sing every time we finish our mission in America. Because we believe it's not the end, but it's the beginning of a new journey. Oh, I'm not even the one who's supposed to be speaking. I'll give it to Paulina. But it's a tradition, and I'll give it to Paulina. Yeah. I step up a little bit. Yeah. Can you guys see the slides? Yes. Okay. So please look at the slides as we reminisce on the memories we made together. My goal for this youth service was to create a nostalgic vibe as we reminisce on the victories we had and the memories we created. So I hope you enjoy it with the song and the slides. All right.
Standing on this lonely passage, ooh, I wave to you a lullaby. I hope we don't turn into strangers, 'cause memories can fade with time. From now to ever, hold me closely. Ooh, don't let me go, don't say goodbye. Live a dream, don't waste a lifetime. Upon your wings forever fly. When the sun awakens, look to see the light. I'll be there for you, my brother. On the edge of heaven, we will be alive, you and I. We're there, I'll take this journey. Ooh, I'll travel there along your side. Through all of this life's tribulations, and you will never see me cry. When the sun awakens, look to see the light. I'll be there for you, my brother. On the edge of heaven, we will see alive, you and I. Time passes by, but you were always there for me. Love will never leave us, and we will fly.
When the sun awakens, when the sun
awakens, look to see the light. I'll be there for you, my brother. On the edge of heaven, we will be alive, you and I. When the sun awakens, look to see the light. I'll be there for you, my brother. On the edge of heaven, we will be alive. One more time. When the sun awakens, look to see the light. I'll be there for you, my brother. On the edge of heaven, we will be alive.
Guys, the Jomita family is so cool. I love the Jomita family.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. So now, time for announcement. If anyone has announcements?
Just a quick one. The next week on the Saturday, we're gonna have a Peace Start With Me workshop. So yeah, just keep it in mind.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so do I need two microphones? No. Okay. I always thought I'd like to have one on the right and one on the left, just so that I make sure that I speak from one side and hit two sides or something like that. But anyways, wasn't that a wonderful service with Jacob on his last time? Let's give him a big hand. And he recognized everybody and almost everybody, because I know some of you, your names weren't mentioned, right? But what makes this community number one is because everyone's engaged, because everyone is participating in ways large and small. And, you know, I believe in autonomy. I believe that everyone should have and make their contribution, but in a structured way, where we actually communicate with each other, where we actually support each other in ways visible and invisible. And I think what Jacob demonstrated this past year is an example of that, because actually I didn't breathe down his neck, right? Even though you were afraid from all those rumors that you heard in the United States about the Montreal community. I don't know why they have this kind of image of us, right? But, you know, don't believe in gossip. Don't believe in rumors, right? Talk face to face with people, because then you'll get the real story, right? And the real story is that we are a really good community. Adieu. Why we're a good community is because we are good people, right? Each and every one of us is basically a good person that wants to see goodness and the best for everybody. Okay. So what are my announcements today? I was in New York for a couple of days, met with now Kimi, and it's all about strategy and coaching and so forth, together with Dentyu. What's his last name? Leary. Okay. Dentyu what? Leary. Like Timothy Leary. Okay, you don't know Timothy Leary, but I know Timothy Leary. Anybody know Timothy Leary? Right, you don't want to know Timothy Leary. But Dentyu Leary and with Kikuchi, this is the new team that's going to strive to achieve number one again. Right, this is Connecticut, Belvedere, and Montreal. And they both admitted that the reason why we were number one, this trinity here, is because of Montreal's development. Especially, we had great strides, and we're going to make great strides, Minji, in blessing, right, Minji? In blessing, we're going to increase the number of young people that are either candidates or interested or being educated. We're going to increase our membership. Yesterday or 2 days ago, was it 3 days ago, we have one new person that signed up as member, right? Little by little, consistently, every week, every month, we do our part. And we've also had growth in finances, right? Our financial situation got better since last year. So it can only get better than this year if we do our part. So let's do our part. So, you know, this is the last time that Jacob will be here, and it's the last Sunday that our 4 NGM. Does anybody know what NGM stands for? It's not the movie production team, it's actually the Next Gen Mission. Next Gen Mission. Before that, it was called Generation Peace Academy. Before that, it was called the Special Task Force. So now it's called Next Gen Mission. It's our hope that our next gen pick up the mission and carry it forward, carry the mission forward. And because they're here for the last time, you know, I was kind of worried about Jacob, you know. I was thinking, what's he going to say this morning? He's going to dress us down. He's going to expose all our sins or something like that, like a preacher from Ohio, right? He was trying to bring in the American spirit or something like that, which is about repentance and about having to change. But he was nice to us. He's almost like a Canadian. Right? He was like a Canadian. Canadians are nice. You know, so recently in this meeting that we had on Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday was a meeting with Reverend Dunkley, the key leadership of the American church, like Kayleigh Moffat, and now Kimi and Katarina from the Women's Federation, and the key people from HJI, the educational institution, and how we can collaborate to make the curriculum and to make the education process more relevant. Okay, so we met all day about that. And, you know, I made some comments, and one of the HJI professors said, oh, you said things that are really un-Canadian. And he said, well, what's Canadian and what's un-Canadian? Canadians are generally polite. They're kind of not that in your face. They're not like Jerry Lee Lewis or, you know, these comedians. Do you remember Jerry Lee Lewis? Nobody can remember this. They're not in your face. Or Jerry Lewis, not Jerry Lee Lewis, but Jerry Lewis. Have you ever heard of Jerry Lewis? Look him up. This is a classic American comedian. And Canadians generally like that, but they don't do that. But what the professor forgot is that actually I have Italian blood, right? Since maybe thousands of years, right? So I'm not just your regular run-of-the-mill Canadian like Bob is. He's Anglo-Irish, right? Right? Or Denis, he's just French-Canadian, or Mark, the French. I'm an Italian Canadian. So I have some elements that are in your face. So what I wanted to say is that Canadians have many different features. Look at the World Cup soccer team. Are they going to beat Brazil?
Oh, yeah.
Are they going to beat France? The Canadian team is a mix of many different ethnicities. So you want a good soccer team, you need to open up immigration, right? If you open up immigration, how does Curaçao or what's the other team there from? Cabo Verde. How did they tie Spain, right? How did that team from Cabo Verde, and what's the population of Cabo Verde? Look it up, AI, please. right? What population of Cabo Verde tied Spain? This is one of the best teams in the world. Like, they're the favorites. Why? Because of immigration. Most of their players are playing in Europe, and they're citizens of other countries, but their original nationality is from Cabo Verde. Right? What's the population of Cabo Verde? Right? It's very small. So Minji, it's possible that Cabo Verde could, you know, they could beat Brazil. 500,000. And Brazil is 200 million. And Spain is 50 million. Can you imagine? So what I'm trying to say here is that anything's possible. Nothing is impossible. And I'm happy that you're all here. So this morning, we want to honor, first of all, our NGM missionaries. So fortunately, last week, the plan was we were going to go to Old Montreal, do Mother's tour, and Chiziru was going to slip away to that shop where True Mother shopped, and she was going to buy something for the missionaries. But, she's smarter than any of us, right? Especially me. I don't know about any of us, but especially me. She pulled in the young people, the 4 of them, and she had them choose for themselves what they wanted. And so we don't have any responsibility for this, chose something for Jacob, right? Right in that shop where True Mother shopped, right? So, first of all, let's welcome Eyang Akolatse. She's got to be the first alphabetically, right? Because she is AA, right? Double A. And then we also have, okay, this is for you. Thank you. And then we have Hiro. No, Paulina. Okay, Paulina. Ladies first, I forgot. Ladies first. Paulina. And then we have Akira. No, it's not Akira. His name is not Akira. Hiro Arakawa. Hiro Arakawa. Yeah. And Yuta Shah. Very good. What a team. And these people are going places. Before they came here, they fundraised, and they're supporting the North American headquarters, but the Montreal community gets 10%, right? So we're still waiting for the wire to come in, but thank you so much. Huh? Can they have a few words?
Yeah, they want to say words.
He's trying to tell me what to do now. Yes.
Okay. Hello, community. Thank you so much for my time here in Montreal. I know it was a pretty short time, but I'm so grateful to every single one of you guys here for always creating such a good environment. Rather it be like youth night or in just like Sunday service, I can feel a lot of support from all of you. And yes, I'm so grateful. I'm really sad to leave. I really feel like when I came back here, like when we left and we came back, like I felt like I came home when I walked back into this church. So thank you for the love that you've all shown us, and yes, thank you.
Thank you, Eyang. And the one thing I remember about Eyang, we were in Tokyo, and she hadn't seen her parents for a while. And then her parents and I were standing near to each other, and I watched her run and hug her parents. It was so beautiful to see this beautiful love between a filial daughter and their parents. Let's give Eyang a big hand. And then we have Paulina.
Thank you.
Tell us your last name so that we can pronounce it right.
Okay. Polina Vilchitskaya. Yeah,
Vilchitskaya.
Vilchitskaya. Thank you. Yes, I never would have expected to come to Canada. I didn't even know about this community until I was here too. So I'm really grateful I got to meet another community, meet many people. And there's many different kinds of people here too. So I feel like I don't just hear the story of Canada, of Montreal, but I hear the stories of people that are here from other countries or other places too. And yeah, it's really beautiful how people have come here together. And I know that I have a home to come back to if I ever come back, which I hope to. I hope I see many more people here. Yeah. Good luck with everything. Many blessings, literally and not literally. I love you guys. Thank you.
So guys, I'm so grateful for my time here. I think being an American and then hearing that I was coming to Canada, I was a little scared. I also heard some rumors about Canada as a country, so I was a little scared, but I'm so grateful I was able to experience Montreal and really, experience the community, the youth especially, but the events we were able to create. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to help impact this community. It was so fun. Thank you, guys.
And you know that Hiro's mother, she's very active with UPF in Washington, D.C. You're one of the pillars of the activities there, so it's great to see that Hiro's here because we have a good representative. And you're going back to school, right? Yeah. As is Eya. So the two people, someone's calling me at this impossible time. It's my mother. But I can't answer her now. And Hiro and Paulina's from the West, and Yuta's from the West. They're from Sacramento. And from Seattle, right? But these two young people, Hiro and Eyang, are from the Washington, D.C. area, or what they call DMV. Yeah. DMV is the Department of Motor Vehicles. No, it's D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, right? So, Yuta, your turn.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I actually want to share that, when I first came here, I was actually really nervous. Coming to the new community, I was kind of scared I wasn't going to be able to branch out as much as I wanted to or to connect with everyone. But I actually learned that would be impossible because I didn't get the chance to introduce myself to people because there's so many people introducing themselves to me. I didn't have to worry about having to connect with the community because the community was already so close and they were already so eager to, or you guys were already so eager to meet us, to meet me. So I'm very grateful for how welcoming all of you guys are. I feel like I was able to receive so much love from everyone here. No matter how much I gave during my time here, I felt I always received so much more. So I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for all the people that, made our stay here, made my stay here so amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Move over a little bit. So thank you so much, Eyang, Paulina, Hiro, and Yuta for all your contributions to our community during the past 2 sessions. And maybe there will be a third. So let's go give them a big hand. So now Jacob. I first met Jacob in Las Vegas. And what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. Right? I was quite surprised that someone had been handpicked to come and support our community because we've always been looking for someone to stimulate our young people here and to be a youth leader. Just before that, I had asked Nathan if he could step into that role. And he said yes, he was ready. And like 2 weeks after that, suddenly, Jacob was sent to Montreal. So I asked Nathan, is it okay with you, or do you want to fight with him for the role? But, no. Nathan was very supportive to give Jacob a chance to develop and to help and support and lead the youth community here. And we're very grateful that our American family supported it in this way. The first missionaries came in 1968 from the United States. There was one before that in 1965, but she got sick, so she couldn't continue. She went to Vancouver. And then in 1968, 2 school teachers came for the summer, and they found the 3 first members in Canada, right? And since then, we haven't had any missionaries come from America. We've had missionaries come from Japan, we've had them come from Korea, we've had some come from the Philippines, from Nepal, and even from Brazil, right? We had missionaries come from Brazil. But now we have a missionary, again, that came from the United States. but he has Senegalese roots. And apparently, I was told he spoke French. He spoke French. And I said, oh, this is perfect, right? So, Jacob, do you still speak French? So it's been a joy to work with him. You know, I remember also a long time ago, I was 22, like he was when he first arrived here. And we were involved in missions, and we were doing all kinds of things. And, you know, we didn't have much guidance. We didn't have much support. We just had to figure it out. So I thought the best thing for Jacob is to set him free. Let him do whatever he thinks. Sometimes I said, are you sure, you know, we're going to have these tables in the chapel or something like that? Or he wanted to do something different for a holy day. And I thought, But it worked out. We worked it out, right? And I think that this is all good for us as a community, because we can't hold on to the way things were. We have to be open to what will be, and it probably won't be the way we want it to be now, right? So thank you, Jacob, for your tremendous contribution to our community. I know that he's going to Korea to learn Korean. That's settled now, right?
Still waiting on the acceptance.
So he's still waiting for the acceptance, but that's his plan. And maybe after that, he might come back, right? We'll put in an application for you in advance before they even ask for, you know, positions. So we'll try to get you back among some other people. You know, we have a way of pulling people here, right? Of getting people here. So thank you so much for all your effort. I learned a lot from you, and I learned a lot from the 4 missionaries here. I learned a lot from our UPA graduates, and I'm still learning. That's one thing that you learn when you go to school, higher education. You do a PhD. The more you study, the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know anything. And that's what keeps us humble. So thank you so much for having given of your heart and your soul and your energy and everything that you had to make this time, this 1 year, almost 1 year. You arrived here on July 5th, right? July 5th, 2025, the day after the Independence Day of the United States, which we don't celebrate here, as you know. And for us, it's a great pain that the United States separated from the British Empire. Did you know that? So, but Canada and the United States have always been the best of friends, and this will continue. It will continue. So let's welcome Jacob. We're going to give him a little gift that was chosen especially by our missionary, with some influence from Chiselou.
Thank you.
And maybe we have a few parting words from you.
Kind of heard my sermon. Yeah. It's interesting. I had this experience. I was in Ohio, and I was in a Chunchimon, and I was just talking to God after I came back from my mission. And for some reason, some kids came in, like Francois' kids, and I was telling God, I want to help build a church full of young people. I just said it randomly, like one day, I don't know when that'll come. And then later on, I came here, and I was able to help alongside you guys to do that. And so I'm just grateful for this experience where I could meet new people, cultivate friendships. I believe the relationships are what you keep when you leave a community. And thank you guys for having me as your family. I never felt you guys treated me any different from anyone else. And so I just want to say thank you. And I know we'll see each other again. The world is small. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Let's take a photo. Let's take a photo. Yeah, oh, so another. Great. Yeah, maybe the lights. We need the light. No, up. Got it, Munya? Thank you. All right, so at this point, we have the Zoom. Yes. Okay, so let's put the folks on Zoom, and we'll greet them all. Thank you. Well, good morning. Morning, everybody. Morning, John and Keiko.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
Happy
And what we got there? Oh, la famille Jomita. Ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien.
Vous supportez, vous appuyez le Brésil.
Oui.
Bravo.
Moi, Julien.
You know why? They're from Angola. They're from Angola. They have solidarity with Portuguese, right?
Mhm.
I'm not sure. Yeah, they are. Angola is Portuguese. So they either support Portugal or Brazil if they don't make it. Okay. You don't see us, huh? The camera's coming up soon. And bonjour, Denis and Talma. Bonjour, Denis. And bonjour, Gaspard and Titine. Bonjour. And bonjour, Jocelyn.
Yes, NGM and Jacob, your love is printed in my heart. Thank you so much. I love you so much.
Bonjour. And also bonjour, Janet and Lito.
Hi, everyone.
How are
Bye,
you?
Jacob. Good luck. Thank you so much.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There's the camera.
Come on.
Okay, and then, hi, Ali. How are you, Ali?
Hey, it's a pleasure to assist, even if I was too tired to come in person. I'm still here to participate, and it feels even more conscious because when you talk in the chat, it feels more real, like your thoughts. So it's very participative. So yes, thank you to the missionaries, thank you to Jacob, and we'll see you one of these days.
Great, thank you. And who's that young lady there? Oh, that's Lydia, right? Bonjour. Bonjour, Lydia.
Bonjour.
Quel bel sourire. Merci.
Merci.
Oh, c'est un autre puant du Brésil, là. C'est Freedom and Dionisio. Bonjour.
Down, love, down.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
And Tom Weller, how are you?
I'm good. And it seems the future is in good hands.
Wonderful. And Sarah, you're there. I see you.
She's at work.
Okay. Have a great day. Have a great week. God bless you. Bye-bye.